Hi friends, today we are going to study the fraction. Okay, again class 7, second lesson, fraction. Now while telling about this fraction, okay, fraction, all of you know that, okay, there is a numerator will be there and a denominator will be there. Correct? A numerator and a denominator will be there, then we will say that it is a fraction. Now, why fraction is so important? Because I know that, okay, most of the students' problem is that they have difficulty in solving sum which consists of fraction. Okay, so let this lesson be taken very care, so that in future also, okay, you can score very good marks in arithmetics. Okay, that is maths. Okay, so first this fraction. Okay, let us see. Okay, we already studied in the lower standards. Okay, there are different types of fraction. That is, first you know that there is a proper fraction. Okay, proper. Now, what is this proper fractions? Now, what actually the fraction is, you know? That is, okay, now suppose some whole is there. Sure? Okay, now we are going to, suppose it is something, okay, like this. We are going to divide it. Now, how many parts I divided? I divide it into the 4 equal parts. It is not like this. Fraction when it is very important. Equal parts. I divide it into 4 equal parts. Now from that I am going to take one part. So here while just I am telling that, okay, this, how can you represent this part? 1, is it 1? No. 1 among the 4. Sure? So it is a fraction. 1 upon 4. Sure? Now I am going to take one more part. Okay, now how many part is there? 2. Only 2 is enough? No. 2 among the 4. So it is of 2 upon 4. Understand? Okay, now this 2 upon 4, now again while seeing, you can see that it is the 2. While you are dividing it into 2 parts, it is the 1 part among that. So it is also 1 upon 2. Okay, this is, we can write like that also. Okay, so like that. Okay, now I am going to take one more part. Now how many part is taken? 1, 2, 3. 3 part is taken. Now 3 among 4. 3 upon 4. So this is the fraction. The aspect of the fraction is. Now suppose. Okay, I am going to. Okay, now how many equal parts I am divided? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. Now among that, okay, I am taking one part. Okay, now what here? 1 upon, how many parts among? 8. Okay, that is 1 upon 8. Understand? So such a fraction is called a proper fraction. That means from 1, the whole, we are taken only one part. Understand? Now, how can we understand this proper fraction? Means here the numerator. Now you know that the upper part is numerator and lower part is denominator. Now numerator will be always less than the denominator. Understand? Then it will become a proper fraction. Sure? If the numerator is less than the denominator, then it will become a proper fraction. So 2 upon 8, yes, it is a proper fraction. Like that, 1 upon, okay, 8, yes, proper fraction. 1 upon 4, proper fraction. Okay, 2 upon 4, proper fraction. 3 upon 4, proper fraction. You know it like this. Okay, now again, the other thing is, okay, 5 upon 8, yes, proper fraction. Why? Numerator is less than the denominator. Sure? If the numerator is less than the denominator, then we will say that it is a proper fraction. Understand it? Okay, now the next is, okay, now here am going to take one more. Same type. Okay. It is again here also it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Understand? Now I am going to combine these two now. Understand? I am going to take the whole part here. Understand? And among here one part I am going to take. So how many now? You must understand these are same. Okay, and the division is also same. Okay, then how many part I am taking here it is? From here 8 upon 8. Okay, and from here 1 upon 8. Correct? Correct it is? Okay, like that we are taking. Okay, so okay, here while telling about, you can say here it become okay 9 upon 8. Sure? What it is? 9 upon 8. Actually, what is the meaning of this 9 upon 8 means? You must have to understand that there is a 8 upon 8 is there in it, and then 1 upon 8 is there. Get it? Now, while telling about, okay, here the numerator is, okay, numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay? Understand? Numerator is greater than the denominator. If such a thing is there, okay, then it is called the improper fraction. Sure? If the numerator is greater than the denominator, then we will say that it is an improper fraction. Why? Because there is a whole number in it. Okay. Now, this, what do you see? Now 8 upon, this we can write it as 8 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. Correct? That means 8 upon 8 means what? 1. Okay, then 1 upon 8. So, this improper fraction, we can write it as like this also, with the okay whole number with it. Then it is called a mixed fraction. What it is? Mixed fraction. So what is mixed fraction is? Okay, mixed fraction, okay, there will be a whole number as well as there will be a fraction. Now it is very important that, okay, you must learn, okay, to convert this, okay, mixed fraction to the improper fraction. So mixed fraction will be converted to the improper fraction. I hope you understand the proper fraction. In proper fraction, numerator will be less than the denominator. Okay, in the improper fraction, numerator will be greater than the denominator, and the improper fraction can be converted to the mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, there will be a whole number as well as there will be a fraction. Sure, that is a proper fraction. Okay, then we can convert this mixed fraction to the improper fraction. Sure? Okay, let's see now. Okay, so you understand all these three type of fractions? Sure? That is proper fraction. Okay, what is the proper fraction is? Okay, numerator is less than the denominator. Sure? And the improper fraction means numerator is greater than the denominator. Sure? Mixed fraction means what it is? There will be a whole number together with the what it is? Improper fraction. Sure? Whole number together with the proper fraction. That is the mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means whole number plus what is the proper fraction. Okay? That is one integer, 1 upon 8. This one integer we will read. One integer, 1 upon 8. Like this we will read. Okay? So, it is the different types. Now, okay, how we will convert this mixed fraction to improper fraction? Okay, very important that. Okay, that is one integer, 1 upon 8, already you know that. This one can be written as 1 upon 8 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. Sure? Instead of that, what you can do is whatever is there integer, that you multiply with this number. Okay, that is 1 into 8. Look, whatever comes here, okay, that multiply with 8 plus what you do, you add 1 to it. Okay, this numerator you do upon the whole divided by 8. Sure. So which is equal to what it is? 1 into 8 is 8 plus 1 upon 8. That is 9 upon 8. So you got an improper fraction. Okay, now like that. Okay, now suppose it is of a 2 integer 1 upon 8. So how it will come? Is equal to 2 into 8. Look, 2 into 8. Then while doing this you have to do plus here. Okay, so plus. Okay, now what will come? 1 upon 8. So which is equal to what it is? 16. Okay, plus 1 upon 8 is equal to 17 upon 8. In other way, how actually it is? Now what is actually here the 2? What is the 2 means? You can write it is 16 upon 8 is what the 2? Denominator we are telling plus 1 upon 8. Actually it is like this. So here also we are getting same one. Understand? Actually the meaning of this is this. 16 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. Sure. So, okay, this is the conversion. Sure. Understand? Okay, like that any number you can do now. Okay, 3 integer 1 upon 5. Okay, now here what you will do? 3 into 5, correct? 3 into 5, then plus a numerator 1 upon this denominator 5. So which is equal to, but actually it is 3 5s are 15 plus 1 upon 7, that is 16 upon, sorry, 5 here. Okay, 16 upon 5. Sure? Understand? The conversion of mixed fraction to the improper fraction. Why it is improper fraction? Because its numerator is greater than the denominator. Sure? Yes, do it. Okay. Then, the next is, okay, other very important. Okay, now normally we will see here the addition, subtraction, etc. of the fraction. There the problem is actually, don't know how to add the fraction, don't know how to subtract the fraction. Here the one thing very important is, okay, while you are subtracting or while you are adding two fractions, okay, the denominator must be same. Now how it is possible to make the denominator same? Look, one thing keep in your mind. If you want to add it to fraction, if you subtract two fraction, only in these two operations. Okay, even the comparison. If you want to compare two fractions, then also what must be same? Denominator must be same. Now the question is, how we can make this denominator same? Here you have to understand about the, okay, equivalent fraction. Every fraction having its equivalent fraction. For example, okay, 2 upon 5. Now 2 upon 5 is having infinite number of equivalent fractions. How it is? Now this can be converted to multiply. I am going to multiply 2 on both numerator and denominator. So it will become 4 upon 10. Now whether there is any difference between 2 upon 5 and 4 upon 10? No difference at all. It is the equal fraction. They are equal fractions. Like that. Okay, 2 upon 5 is equal to, now I am going to multiply 5 here and the denominator is also 5. So it will become 10 upon 25. Now whether there is any difference between this 2 upon 5 and 10 upon 25? No difference. Understand? Even though the denominator is changed. If the denominator is changed, okay, this corresponding, respectively what also changed? Okay, the numerator also changed. Sure, all of you? So this you have to understand. So now when you want to add to fraction, okay, you must understand that. What you must have to understand? Its denominator must be same. Now if denominator is not same, then what we will do? Okay, you have to make that denominator equal. How can we make the denominator equal? By multiplying a common multiple. It is called a common multiple. Okay, one numerator and a denominator. Okay, by multiplying a number on, okay, same number on numerator and denominator, okay, we can make a fraction into an equal fraction. Sure. So we will get the desired numerator. Understand? What you will get? A desired numerator. one very small example. That is 1 upon 5 plus 3 upon 10. Now we have to add this. Understand? No. In order to add this, is it possible? No. Why it is not possible? Denominator is not same. So in order to add two fraction, what must be same? Denominator must be same. Now, how we can make this denominator same? Now you have to think that, whether it is possible to multiply any number here, we will get this, yes, while multiplying 2, we will get 10, correct? 5 2s are 10. So while we are multiplying 2 denominator, you must understand the same 2 you multiply numerator also. So its value will not change. So this we can be written as 1 into 2 upon 5 into 2 plus, now this we are writing as it is. So it will become 2 upon 10 plus 3 upon 10. Now common denominator, so it is 2 plus 3 upon 10. That is of 5 upon 10. Sure? Fraction is, you got it is 5 upon 10? Sure that? No, look. Now 5 upon 10 again you can see that. Now we can convert this into the equivalent fraction, an equal fraction. How it is? This 5, 1 5s are 5, 2 5s are 10. Now common, 5 is common, so you can convert it into 1 upon 1. So this is, we can say the answer, we can write it as 1 upon 1. So this is converted to the equivalent fraction. Sure all of you? So this is of actually about the equivalent fraction. Sure? Understand it? Now, so understand here, the same way the comparison is. Now the same I will show you. Now suppose you want to compare these two numbers. You write this. You write this. Write down this. Now, the same this. The comparison. Now you want to compare these two. Now is it possible to compare these two? The question is it possible to compare these two? Not possible. Why? Because we don't know actually, 1 upon, whether 1 upon 5 is greater or 3 upon 10 is greater. Any chance to know? Directly can you tell that this is greater and this is small? Not possible. Sure? So again here, what we required is common denominator. If the common denominator is there, you can just compare the numerator. So here 1 upon 5, that we are going to convert to this denominator. Same thing you are going to do. So it will become 2 upon 10. Now look, 2 upon 10 and 3 upon 10. Now you can compare. What it is? Less. Sure? Now look, in the place of 2 upon 10, what we can write? 1 upon 5. Therefore we can say that 1 upon 5 is less than 3 upon 10. This is the way of comparison. Got it? Understand it well? Sure? Now you can do. So what you have to understand is, in order to add or subtract or compare, what must be equal? Denominator must be equal. If the denominator is not equal, what you have to do? You have to convert that denominator into equal. You have to make it equal. How can you make it equal? By multiplying a common number to both the numerator and the denominator. Sure? Now one more case I will tell you. That is here. 5 upon 2. Plus this 1 upon 3. Now here, is it just multiplying this fraction to something? Is it possible to equal? No. In this case, what you have to do? You have to multiply both here. So here you have to multiply 3. Sure. And here we are multiplying 2. So you see 6 it become. So it is of 15 upon 6. Plus 2 upon 6. Sure. So it become 15 plus 2. Now the common denominator. Sure. So which is equal to what it is 17 upon 6. This also you are. Understand? If the different denominators are there, then you have to multiply both. Some number to be multiplied on both fraction, then you have to make it. Sure? So you will do this. Then just exercise 2.1. One part will, one or two sums we will do. Then for the rest of the sums you can do yourself. Okay, see very carefully. Okay, it is the 2 minus, it says 2.1. Okay, solve. What you have to do is, okay, 2 minus 3 upon 5. Okay, fine. First question. Now you know that it is whether it is a fraction? Yes, it is a fraction. How it is a fraction? Because 1 is their denominator. Now what is our first procedure is, we have to make the denominator equal. Now 1 we have to convert it into 5. So what you have to multiply is 5 you have to multiply. So we can write it as 2 into 5 upon 1 into 5. Why we multiply to 5 denominator? Because we have to do this 5 here. Sure? Then minus. Now here it is 3 upon 5 as it is. Because there is no need of multiply anything because already 5 is there. So it will become 10 upon 5 minus 3 upon 5. See? Now the numerator and denominator becomes same. Now what you have to do is, okay, 10 minus 3 upon 5. Sure? So what is 10 minus 3 is? 7 upon 5. Easy? Okay? But what you have to take care, whenever you want to add or subtract or compare, what must be same? Denominator must be same. Okay, keep always in mind. Okay, then you can do it. Okay, then next one. Okay, one more is, okay, I will do the second one. Sure? Yeah. Second. Okay, second one is of 4 plus 7 upon 8. Same procedure you can do. What it is? 7, same thing, 4 upon 1 plus 7 upon 8. Sure? Common denominator it must be 8. So 4 into 8 upon 1 into 8 plus 7 upon 8. Sure? 4 8s are? Sure? Upon 8 plus 7 upon 8. Now common denominator. So you can add the numerator. Correct? So which is equal to, while adding it, what you will get? 39 upon 8. You will do? Understand very well? Okay. One more sum you will do. Okay. Then the rest of sum you must have to try. Okay. Then I will show it in the one more next class. Okay, good. I can write. Here the, okay, 3 upon that one, that is of 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. Here also the same thing. Is it same? No. We have to make it same. So here any common multiple is there among these two denominator? No. So what do you do? This multiply here, this multiply here. So that 3 into 7 upon 5 into 7 plus 2 into 5 upon 7 into 5. Sure? So it will be easy. So it is of 21 upon 35 plus here it is 10 upon 35. Now the denominator becomes same. So that 21 plus 10 upon 35. So it will become 31 upon 35. Sure? Fine? Understand very well? You can try the rest of the sums. Sure? Okay. Then we will stop here today. Practice. Okay? Thank you.